In this video, we'll be covering the admin experience of GoPrep. This will be a quick overview, so if you do need to see any of these features in deeper detail, please be sure to check out our Learning Center. So firstly, when you log in, you'll be on the dashboard. The dashboard gives you some really great snapshots of your total sales, your total orders, your average sale price, and things like your top selling items and your subscriptions overview. Subscriptions overview will let you know how many active subscriptions you have, even if they haven't renewed yet. That way you have an idea of what the revenue will be like for the week. Moving on to the orders page, this will always show you your future and upcoming orders. At any time, you could sort by date if you need to pull up a previous order that's already passed. And if we double click on one of these orders, we'll be able to see the pricing information here on the right-hand side. And on the left-hand side, we have the option to do things like charge an additional amount, refund an amount to the card that was used, adjust the order, void the order to remove it from all production reports, and of course, email a receipt or your customer survey to that customer. And if you scroll down, you can see the customer information, add any notes to the order, and see the meals that are included with this order. Also important while on the orders page is if you click this green Create Manual Order button, this will allow you to actually place an order for a customer. So you could choose some meals, click Next, and then here in the Customer dropdown, search for an existing customer or click Add New Customer to add them into the system. And you could either place a cash order for them or enter their credit card if you have it available. Note, if the customer is already in the system and they have a credit card saved, it will pull up during this process. Moving on, we'll move down to our subscriptions tab. Now you have your active, your paused, and your canceled subscriptions. In this case, we'll just be looking at our active subscriptions. And if I go ahead and pull one of these up, we'll be able to see some useful information. So firstly, we could of course adjust the subscription for the customer. We could pause it or cancel it for them. And they could of course do this from their end as well. We'll be able to see things like the last paid order, and more importantly, the upcoming order, since this is a subscription. And we could see when it will be renewing, the date and the time. So what that means is if we scroll down and we look at the meals, when it reaches this renewal time, a new order will be created, and it'll be created using those meals below. Moving on, we'll go to our menu page. When we're on the menu, you'll have active and inactive items. Inactive simply means it's not being displayed on the menu, so you never have to delete a meal. You could always just deactivate it and it'll always be saved in the back end. But what we'll do here is a quick rotation. So let's say we wanted to remove beef and broccoli from our menu this week. I can go ahead and just uncheck that. And then I could choose a replacement meal like steak tips. And the system is smart enough to know that since this meal is in packages or subscriptions, when I click deactivate and replace, the system has now updated our front end menu, any packages, and all of our subscriptions with the new meal. So with just a few clicks, your menu and all active subscriptions are all up to date. Next, we'll move on to our production page. From here, you could select the date range and you'll be able to pull up a breakdown of all the meals that you need, including any components and add-ons, the size, and the quantity needed. And of course, if you wanted to print this out, you can, and you see it gives you a nice organized list. Moving on, we'll have our ingredients report. Now, in the Learning Center, you'll see some more details about how to add ingredients to a meal. Once those ingredients are added, GoPrep could do all the math for you based on the orders to let you know how many pounds or how many cups of each ingredient you're going to need for that delivery day, serving as a production or shopping list. Next is our reports page. So we've already covered our production report and ingredients report. And it is important to note that every report could either be printed to PDF or exported to Excel. Moving down, we have our order summary report, which I like to refer to as a bagging report because, as you can see, it gives you our customer information and then all of the meals that they ordered, but in a more compact form. So it's easier to just print this out and scroll through and make sure that you get everything packaged up properly. Next is our packing slips, which could be printed in bulk. And here's an example of one of those. Of course, this would have your logo on the top and your colors as the trim. And this is just a nice organized receipt to give to your customers. Moving down, we have a delivery summary report. This will actually take all of your deliveries and give them to you in the most optimal route to save you the most amount of time during your deliveries. And last but not least, our item and order labels. So, item labels, as seen here, would go onto each of your meals. And when we come to settings, we can pick and choose specifically what we want to appear on that label. Order labels are a little bit different in that these are labels that go on the outside of the packaging. Things like the client's phone number, address, and delivery instructions. Moving down, we'll jump down to our marketing page where we have some great features like promotions, which are automatic discounts. So spend $100, get 10% off, a built in referral system, coupon codes, gift cards, customer surveys that can be sent automatically, and of course, MailChimp integration. And last but not least, SMS text messaging. So with GoPrep, you could set up automated text messaging to automatically send order confirmation texts, order reminder texts, subscription renewal texts, or even a reminder the morning of delivery that the delivery will be made. So that is a quick run through of the admin side of GoPrep. Of course, if you have any questions, please reach out to our team at help@goprep.com, or for a deep dive into each feature, check out our Learning Center in the link below.